Looking to buy or sell real estate in Sarasota, or if you just want to keep up with market trends, stick around because I'm going to walk you through what's happening right now in the market and what to expect for 2025. I'm Laurie Manier, and thanks for watching Living in Sarasota, where I talk about everything that has to do with Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, and all of the surrounding areas. And if you like my content, make sure to subscribe. So today I'm going to cover several different things. So first, we're going to look at the state of the market in Sarasota County and what it looked like in November of 2024. And then we're going to drill down to East of 75, and it'll also be reflective of the entire county, but we're going to zone in on this area. And then we're going to look at the neighborhood of Artistry. And then last, we're going to look at what the economists say that they're predicting for 2025 in the real estate market throughout the U.S. First, we're going to take a look at what happened in November of 2024 for Sarasota County in general. But you're going to notice that it is a simple case of supply and demand. We have a lot more supply, and we're about at 5.2 months worth of inventory. And when the inventory is high, the demand comes down for buyers, and then that means the prices come down. So you're going to notice that the median sales price has actually come down about 2%. And then the number of closed sales actually came down as well, about 18% versus 2023. That also means that as this inventory is getting higher, that the number of days on market goes way up. And right now we're about at 53 days on the market, and that's a 112% increase since 2023. So now let's go east of I75 and give you a general idea of what's happening in that market. It's a very diverse market. We have everything from around $300,000 and way over $1 million in this area, because we have golf communities in that higher range. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing an increase in the number of homes for sale, just like I mentioned for Sarasota in general. So this has been about a 12% increase in the number of homes that are for sale. And for sold, there's about 13% increase in this area. And in pendings, you see a 51% increase in this area. This is a normal trend for this time of year. In December, we see it tick up a little bit more, so you'll see that trend. And then January through the end of March, when our season is, you'll continue to see a trend upwards. So right now, if you look at this chart, you'll see the light green bar, and that's showing for sale. And then you see the dark green bar, which is sold. And there's a big difference in the two because we have such high inventory. And then if you look at the red line, it's showing you the pending properties that are going to close, and you see that as an upward shift. Like I said, our season's coming, so that number is going to continue to go up. Next, we're going to talk about average price per square foot. Again, this is east of 75, and you see a spike here in that average price per square foot. And the reason for that is we've had a lot of luxury properties come on the market and then sell. Like I said before, this is a very diverse area where we have really low priced homes and then we have really high priced homes. So we've seen a lot of closings in November that were a higher priced point. However, in general, if you look at the average active price per square foot, it has gone up, which is 9.4%. And then average sold price per square foot has also gone up at 59%. In 2023, we were seeing in November about 5 months worth of inventory. And now in 2024, we're seeing 7.5 months. And again, this is east of I75. And you see this yellow chart that shows you that increase in inventory. That's a 38% change since last year. You may be asking yourself, what are the average days on market? I've seen things stay on the market a little bit longer. Well, you're correct if you're thinking that, because the average days on market for 2023 was 77 days. And now we're seeing closer to 90 days. So that's a 16.9% increase year over year. Now, if we look back and we compare October of 24 to November of 24, both of those, there's really not a lot of change. It's really like a 90-day on market. So if you're looking to sell, be prepared to have your home on the market for 90 days. Now, this is not unusual. We're coming out of the pandemic, which we saw 1 day, 2 hours, that kind of thing. And now we're getting back to a level market where we were right before COVID. Okay, now let's look at Artistry Sarasota. This happens to be my favorite neighborhood. So we're gonna talk about active listings. We have currently 9 active listings in Artistry, and today it's almost the end of December. And what we're looking at here is a price point from $849,990 all the way up to $1.899. Now these homes vary in sizes, and you can see the square footage for the $1.899. It's a 4,000 square foot home versus the $850 price point, which the square footage is only 2,300 square feet. So we also have, just so that you know, there's 13 homes that Coulter still is building, and they're building those all out. So someone can still buy a home, but they're going to be quick ready homes. So no lot premiums, everything's just going to be included. And then Cardell, if you want a custom home, has 3 lots left, and they're over towards the Lorraine roadside, and you can customize those homes. Now let's talk about pending properties in Artistry Sarasota. We've had 5 properties go pending in the last 30 days. And you can see here again, there's a range from $850 to $1.3 million. And the interesting part is, if you look at the price per square foot, which I have noted on here, is that the new builds from the builders are actually a lower price per square foot. Now they do that when they get to the end of their inventory because they want to sell them quickly and then turn over the neighborhood. Now you can see the resales are selling at a higher price point. So keep that in mind when you go to list your property. Don't get discouraged if you're competing with the new builds, but you have to price aggressively so that you can get your home sold quickly. So things are selling in Artistry Sarasota for sure. I know things are staying on the market longer, like we discussed, that's across the board, but we had these 4 that were closed in the last 30 days. And obviously you're gonna see the 5 that were pending close in the next 30 days. You can see the price per square foot. We had 2 that were new builds and we had 2 that were resales. And again, it's reflective in the price per square foot that it's higher on the resales than it is on the new builds. And then this is the sold statistics for Artistry Sarasota. I like to show you the last 6 months of what has closed. So you can see in November, 4 properties closed, and that number just keeps rising. So we're gonna see that it's reflective of our season. Okay, now let's talk about what's gonna happen in 2025 for real estate and what the economists are forecasting. On this chart, you can see that total home sales, they're forecasting over 5 million home sales over the next year, which is incredible. And on average, 5.4 million homes to be sold in 2025. So contrary to what the news is telling you, home sales are going up. Another 2025 significant prediction is how much the home prices are actually going to go up. And again, that's contrary to what you're hearing. But if you see all of these different resources on this particular slide, they're all saying that it's going to go up. And on average, it's 2.6%, which over the years, 2 to 3% per year is a normal year. Now you know what's happening in Sarasota County real estate, east of I-75 and in Artistry Sarasota. And most importantly, you know what the predictions are for 2025. If you're in the market to sell your home, please reach out to me. And if you would like a full report on Sarasota, Manatee counties, let me know. And I can even drill it down to a specific neighborhood if that is helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.